What time y'all going? What time y'all going? Alright. What time you going?
The Thunder had the possession. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. To Harden. Here's a chance from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
PG.
Paul George missed his first. That one goes. He's endured a major injury. He's had a change of address. But you look at Paul George, he is in the prime years of his career.
And there's no doubt about it. This is
Oddfellow 215 gaming here, back with another NBA live game. We started playing this last night, online late last night, and we ended up really noticing the update that they did. So we're having fun playing this. Because we get to rebound with Adams. We're having fun playing this though. Like we said yesterday, it's definitely not 2K, but I think that's the problem when a lot of people play live. We don't give live the respect that it deserves. Respect that it deserves meaning, now let me preface that. Live used to be the game that everybody played, like to keep it real. Everybody grew up on live. As George gets a nice layup right there, but everybody grew up on live, and then we had that moment where if you had like a Dreamcast or something like that, you played NBA 2K, you had live and 2K, and then everybody really gravitated towards 2K and then stopped playing live, and then live tried to make a comeback. When live tried to make their comeback the first couple of times, it was a terrible attempt, like especially for next gen, like it looked horrible. And everybody had like a bad taste in their mouth when they watched that. But once they came out with, I think it was 16 or like 17, no, it was 18. 18 was a step in the right direction. And then 19, when I played the demo, I was like, yeah, live is back. So if you play live and just like stay in the parameters of live and don't try to compare it to 2K, you'll have fun. If you try to compare it to 2K, then you won't enjoy the game. Like you could definitely see where they're trying to go, where they're trying to go with the game. That's one thing I don't like. Sometimes you miss like layups that you should definitely make. That's one thing that has in common with 2K. He should have made that.
But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Harden in possession, trailing by 4.
Be quiet a little bit. Give y'all some gameplay.
Ball driving, but he can't connect.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Russell Westbrook matched up with Paul. He can't get past the defender. To Westbrook. OKC now with 4 to shoot. Westbrook. His first
Adams is a monster down there on that board, on that block. He's killing Capella down there.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like I was a bug at the park.
Paul to Harden. Curling inside.
Get that out of here.
By Adams.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
I see you, Grant.
And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Good block. George pushes it to Grant.
Jeremy Grant. He's got 2 shots.
He looks like Rich to me, man.
64%. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws.
We're up by 4 already. I mean, no, we're up by, what's that, 8?
Rockets in control of the basketball.
Up by 4.
To Capella. Going along.
Good shot by the Rockets. They can't make make it though.
Schroeder with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead.
My bad. I should have been got you the ball.
Can't get past the defender.
That was the mismatch right there.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket.
Get it out.
Jumping out the gym right now.
Great anticipation. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
It's way better, don't it?
Carter Williams to Capella. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Get the cameras out.
Get out of here.
That's going to make a nice
Yo, they still almost let him hit that.
To Schroeder.
Good pass.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's just like letting me know like who on the floor right now is like playing well. Adams is playing well because he got a lot of rebounds and put back shots and blocks. So Adams is like playing well right now. That's where I should probably get the ball to.
Oh, there's no getting by Mr. George.
He's running the floor. He's hot right now.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer.
I mean, but I never really even paid that no mind either to you.
That's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defense.
I mean, Wanye did too. Everybody did when they first got on it. I did too. You got to learn that. But if you watch my stream from yesterday, that's what I was saying. It's not just a game. Even me and Wanye said that. It's not just a game you could just pick up and dominate. I said that on my stream yesterday. You got to learn it. Wanye was the same way till he actually like picked it up and started like sat down and started playing it. See, that's something you never was able to do on live. That pass right there. That's why I'm starting to like live again, because you can do that.
I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor,
yeah, because before you couldn't. Like now, live is like actually is like has a brain now. Like before, it was like you could just tell everything was computer animated. But now, like they actually like play realistic basketball now. So stuff that you wasn't able to do, you can do now. And stuff you able to do on 2K, you could do on here. Like 2K gonna have an issue next year. I'm telling you. I keep telling everybody that 2K gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem. Because I didn't end up getting 2K until middle of the year. I didn't go running 2K. Usually I go to a midnight release and go get 2K. Put my money down on it. I ain't do that this year.
Great look and vision. And that's rebounded by the Thunder.
Even the way the players look, like people won't. The reason why live is not popping this year like everybody thought it was is because people still have a bad taste in their mouth from the bad games. What's up, McSherry? Odd Squad, that's right. What's up, McSherry? We're playing NBA Live right now. But the reason why people like are not gravitating to live like they should is because they still thinking it's that bad product from 2 years ago. They haven't played it this year. And then another thing, it runs way smoother on a PlayStation 4 Pro. It runs differently. Even 2K runs smoother. Every game runs smoother on the Pro.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Oklahoma City ball. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
We smoking them for y'all for the stream. We blowing them out right now. But let me shut up before they start scoring.
To Carter Williams. From long range. Good contest. No good
shot, Adam.
Won't go. Carter Williams with it up top. Minute gone by in the second quarter. Ennis matched up with Noel.
Oh, come on.
To Carter Williams. Has a look.
Like, you used to be able to come on NBA Live and just cheese. Like, I remember when I first played Jameer, it was bad. Like, I had 60-something points with Carmelo in the first half. Like, it was really bad. Like, once you learn how to shoot on live, on the other ones, it's like you never missed ever again. Like, but now it's a lot more realistic.
14-point deficit, 4-3. So the first points.
Like, even that right there, they made the shot, but the shot wasn't like a clean shot. Like, it hit the top of the rim and then bounced in. Live never used to have animations like, oh, Paul George.
Help him continue to be confident on the court.
Paul George.
Oh, with the foul.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort.
That would have been a nice move.
I'm willing to live
That don't really look like Paul George to me, though.
Then having to constantly remind my players.
Some of the graphics is on point. Like, some of the people look spot on. Like, Chris Paul looks spot on. And then some of the people don't look right. Yeah, I'm the one that's winning by 14 next year. He said he hope I'm the one that's winning by 14. Yeah, I am.
Gordon sizing up Jeremy Grant. To Paul.
If we ever play, I will beat you 73-44. You're predicting a 30-point blowout.
Shot clock to 4 for
You never know. Anything's possible.
Gordon shoots, can't connect.
The most important
Never
thing
sell
is
yourself short.
Is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more precise.
Nah, you ain't that. Yeah, all right. You never beat me in this game, girl.
Paul with the basketball. His guy trail by 13. Not big finish.
Hell, you never beat me in this game.
That time.
I was expecting the dish there, but
Yeah, that don't even sound. What? That's not that. Now that don't even sound. That don't even sound realistic. Oh, good. That was good basketball right there.
With finesse.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
With the rock, it's Chris Paul.
That's the word of the day.
Rejected by Noel.
Cohesiveness.
He blocked that with authority.
Nothing going
DJ.
here on that drive.
He's too small. Get him off me.
It's
Get him
George
off me.
for 2. Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Schroeder against Chris Paul.
He can't shoot, though.
From beyond the arc. Second
Dude
effort.
cannot shoot.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact.
He holds the
focusing
ball
on
like
the
he
rim.
can't shoot. We played 2K6 until 2K15. You coming out of retirement now? Yo, but the best 2K was actually 2K14 in my opinion. That was the best one. That's when there was a noticeable jump in the graphics.
Short jumper misses. To Paul George.
Oh, I didn't want him to. Oh, he still cheesed that though.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision
Yo, he
towards the
cheesed
bucket,
that in his
shot's
face
definitely
though. He
going.
ain't have to do him like that.
Hart with the basketball.
Yeah, 2K14, like 2K14 is when next gen had just came out. So the developers like actually cared about like showing you, hey, these graphics are different. But now, good shot. Paul, I'm about to say Paul George balling now. I wanted that dunk. But now it's, I mean, the graphics are good now. Oh, he made Paul George fall though.
Cash is in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Did y'all see that? He made Paul George fall. But now, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like we've got spoiled with how good the game looks that they're allowed to get away with being lazy. Like these, with the technology that we have right now, every game that you play should be an A+ looking game. Like, that's just keeping it real. Every game that you play should be a visual masterpiece. But I feel like out of the 2 games this year, I would have to give it to NBA Live. Not saying that NBA Live is better, but I will have to give the edge to NBA Live just because of, if you look at the difference between last year's game and this year's game, there's a huge improvement. What's up, the Gamers Gaming? We're just playing some NBA Live, but we're just talking about like the differences, like if you play between a 2K community and a Live community. Like, I'm not a fanboy when it comes to those two. Like, I like both franchises. I spent my money on both of them. I think that 2K in certain aspects looks better, but I'll give you an aspect of where Live looks better, the court. Even my wife just commented and said how she likes, and she doesn't play video games like that, but even her, just as a spectator sitting here, she said she likes how you can see the scratches on the floor. You can see that on 2K too, but it's like Live really goes out of their way to show you like how realistic they're trying to be. They don't always like hit the mark every single time. Like, sometimes they fail, but this year I feel like they can get like a solid B+ this year. I played this game this year a lot. I spent my money on it. I'll play some Street after this just to show y'all, and I also like their Street version better than 2K this year.
Nothing going here on that.
It's not more realistic, but it's just like more fun.
Westbrook.
We're talking too much. We need to give y'all some more gameplay real quick.
Into the front court.
We're trying to get a highlight dunk with Westbrook.
Call the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Let's start really beating them down, then we can start talking.
Changes coming onto the floor.
At least Harden hasn't got off though. Usually Harden fries on video games.
Harden.
I'm about to say, I just talked him up.
Paul matched up with Steven Adams.
Get that out of here,
Guards
man.
Westbrook to block the shot.
Sent a message on that one there.
Hey.
Right down the lane, but the shot.
But even that right there was a nice animation. Like, he didn't make it, but it still was enjoyable to watch it.
Short arm shot.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Westbrook to George. To Adams. Rebounded by Capella. And now Houston has the basketball. Harden to Paul.
Good contest.
Cleans it up.
Get that out of here.
By Grant. Westbrook into the front court. His guys should be able to get the final shot.
There's no way Capella can guard him.
Screen coming.
I should not have to call for a pick on Capella.
Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Cash out. Aha, I thought he was about to cash that. I also think that Live has a better halftime show than 2K does too. Well, I won't say that. I won't say they have a better halftime show. I think it's more realistic. I'll say that. Like with the whole ESPN branding. I think that if 2K got ESPN branding, I think Live wouldn't even be able to put a game out anymore. Like, for real, for real. If 2K got the ESPN branding, Live would be toast. Like, they would be toast. But what 2K should do to rival Live is 2K should go get the TNT brand. If 2K got the TNT branding on their game, Live would be toast. They would be toast. But I like this little part right here, how they show you like the different highlights. I like that. It shows you the highlights from the both teams together in an organized fashion. I like that. Man, they don't even have. Has James Harden even scored?
Game track. Field goals.
The Houston Rockets just couldn't get any of their shots to go in those first 2 quarters. They desperately need someone to step up and catch fire for them in the second half. Most of their bricks were laid in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Adams is lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Now they need to put James Harden on there, who was cold. James Harden didn't even score.
Can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. George. Smothering D.
Great contest by the D. But
That wasn't no smothering D.
The same exact play
That was smothering D.
Get that offensive ball, let it
That
go.
was smothering D.
It was more in his own head.
George matched up with Harden. Fires the 3.
I'm jacking with George. I'm trying to get off of Paul George. Good D. Get out of here. I also think the fouls are better on live too. The fouls are more brutal. That looks just like Chris Paul.
Career 86% for the line. And he connects on the first free throw.
It looks just like Capella too.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Thunder with the basketball.
All right, let's stop
Paul
jacking.
George. To Adams. Takes stock of the floor. Adams. To Westbrook. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Screen coming. Paul. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
I'm not sure.
We're getting a little cold. We're cold offensively.
But take it when you can get it.
Westbrook into the front court. The lead stands at 9. Screen coming. Russell Westbrook. Picked up by Paul. Oh, Russell Westbrook.
Shot.
Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Rockets have the ball. The drive.
Oh, good move.
Full throttle. Right to the basket for the deuce.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his
See
first
that
step?
right there?
Will he still have it?
I like that too. Like those little nuances in the game make the game fun to play. Like just the fact that that type of stuff happens. Like that's too small.
Big man, Steven Adams. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Where's does he mean? That's a basic post move. Like, what do you mean you're not supposed to be able to do that in today's game? That's a basic post move. I also like the physicality factor on this game too. Like the jostling for position, the jab step, and the that jab step was mean.
Another chance. Nice
Oh, that jab step. What's up, Pokey Power? What's going on?
Let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Yes, and the foul.
And one.
3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face
And
of the
one.
offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw try off the mark. Paul across the timeline, trailing by 11. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
He's crafty. That's what Chris Paul does.
For 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Can't connect.
Hasn't missed yet. Misses his first free throw.
So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second.
PG.
George against Tucker. Nothing going here on that drive. The Thunder down to 4 in the shot clock. It's PG for 2. On into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Has a look. Ooh, Chris Paul. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
George to Westbrook. Trying to cash in. Shot by Westbrook. Won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and the refs aren't calling it. Keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Paul, guarded by Terrence Ferguson. Straight down
Chris
the middle.
Paul is bringing him all the way back.
He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a mirror nobody talks about. Held off
That's
this
bucket.
Shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
To Paul George.
No foul.
Won't go down. That's blocked by Capella.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
It's James Harden once again.
Ugh.
Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook.
Bucket.
The rebound
What?
belongs to Houston. To P.J. Tucker. No good. Defense catching a break there. Knocked loose. Jeremy Grant matched up with Paul. To Harden.
Even like how they got like Chris Paul like super aggressive, like even that right there, like that's so realistic. Like that's so realistic. That's Chris Paul. He's so competitive.
As they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game.
Yeah, they came all the way back on us. We got cold offensively.
Russell Westbrook sizing up Eric Gordon. Russell Westbrook now 3 for 9. The inner beast of Westbrook.
basketball with the first step in the explosion of Russell Westbrook.
Paul.
Good D by Schroeder. Not giving Paul an inch. I went straight up right there.
To set up the basket.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Westbrook's shot won't go on the drive. Now Paul with the basketball. His guys down 3. And Jay, called the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. Get low on me, that's a foul.
Tucker. Nene picked up by Patrick Patterson. Chance for Paul. Passes down off the step back.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
And the Rockets clear the board. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Off the mark. No good. Short jumper stays out. Gordon with it. Shot clock off as they look for a lead going into the 4th quarter. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it.
They came all the way back.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
That ends the 3rd quarter. The Rockets with the lead.
Who? Wow, what?
It's the Rockets in control of the basketball as we start the 4th quarter. And they were able to flip the script in the 3rd. Because remember, Jay, they trailed at the break.
Yeah, but if they come out here in the 4th quarter and they think about protecting that lead, that is the wrong mindset. You don't want to protect anything. You want to go after it and hunt it. That's how you really get a win.
Gordon on the draw, but he can't get it to go.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Textbook body control on the Euro step.
And last year, it seemed like PG
That was a Paul
really had a
George
difficult
move.
time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it. This year, he needs to be playing.
That was nice. That was a
all day,
nice
every
move
day.
right there. That's nice for Live to have that in the game. That's nice.
Lead is 2 to PJ Tucker.
I don't like that animation right there. Like PJ Tucker will never do that to Paul George ever. Like that's not real.
Thunder with the basketball. George defended by Tucker.
And then they got him clamps on him. Yeah, because that's how the computer is.
The defense.
Ew, ew. I like that swing through move right there. I like that right there. I think that's tough because that's how he plays. I like that right there. I don't see that on Live. I like that move right there. I don't see that on Live. Yeah, I know I'm losing. No shit, McSherry. Because how the computer is. They come back. The computer is always OP in sports games. I'm gonna get this window. Hey, McSherry, you wanna play some Fortnite later?
Paul with it up top. Leads a bucket. Goes to the right side.
Tell you, time to put the clamps on them. Time to put the clamps on them.
Nene to Paul.
Hey, we ain't worried about that. Time to put the clamps on them, y'all.
Rockets with 4 to shoot.
Time to put the clamps on them.
Paul.
Ooh, we still let him hit it. See, that's what I'm talking about. OP. Defense don't get no better than that. Defense doesn't get no better than that. Yeah, well, let's see if y'all can stop us on the other end.
But he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, providing he's not taking taking bad shots.
Good shot. Buckets.
I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit.
Buckets. Paul George is having a takeover. This is Paul George's quarter. It's a takeover season. Chris Paul think he about to ruin Christmas. That's what Chris Paul trying to ruin Christmas.
Chance for Chris Paul.
Yeah, Chris Paul is trying to ruin Christmas. But we are not going to let him. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get hype, Paul George. Yeah. We wasn't scoring at the beginning of the game. This Paul George quarter right here. Paul George got 17.
First one does not go. Good bounce back.
18.
It's a second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Yeah, we're having fun playing this year, man. I know we keep saying that, but we really are. Like, being as though 2K is like such a giant and they've been killing the industry for so long, it's refreshing to play something different that doesn't take itself so seriously like 2K.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Russell Westbrook here against Harden.
We need you to cash that, Russell. We need you to cash that, Russell. We need you to cash this, Russell. Good shot. My stars are coming up clutch when I need them. They ain't been hitting that shot all game.
All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter.
But this game looks good. It feels good to play. Like the controls are like really user friendly. I mean, obviously to do like a lot of the, like, I'm not doing any like crazy like crossovers or anything.
What do you make of Paul and his willingness to embrace a challenge?
Well, for the first 12 years of his career, he was ball dominant.
Bucket. See, we should dunk that. That should have been a dunk. I don't like that animation. I hate that animation where he doesn't go all the way.
And that only allows him to play looser, to play freer, to play more like he played in college, hunting his own shot.
Oh, how can he get back in the picture like that fast?
Paul, deep left corner.
Good defense. If he hits that, he hits it.
Can't connect.
We see you running. We see you running, Westbrook.
Now down 2.
We see you running, Westbrook. Let's go. We see you running, Westbrook. Let's go. I seen you running, boy. I see you running. See, we like that animation right there. That's another thing I don't see on 2K. Not saying it's not there, but that was smooth right there. Like, even when you see the hand around the waist, like, that was smooth. That was realistic.
Chance at a 3-point play. He struggled so far. And add one more to his total.
Let's go. This is a good matchup that we chose.
Harden in possession. His guys now down by a point.
Chris Paul. Chris Paul is trying to ruin Christmas. This is a good matchup right here.
On the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier.
We're gonna pull it out.
Even more of an efficient offensive
Ask for the pick.
Westbrook.
Why didn't you keep going to the basket, sir?
Ferguson.
Clutch time. Clutch time. It's clutch time. It's clutch time, PG.
Job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Clutch time. Let's go, PG. PG's coming up big this game.
Brings it up the floor.
I don't feel like this comeback will be possible with 2K. Oh, brick. What's up, Spartan? I feel like this comeback wouldn't be possible with 2K. Right now in 2K, we'd be down by 37 million.
Driving to the basket.
Ooh, but he been cold all game. And we won another one. We tried to end him right there. We tried to end him right there, y'all.
Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw
We tried to
line,
end him
see
right
the
there,
ball
y'all.
go in the hole.
That was a bad shot. I thought PG was hot. I thought you was hot, PG.
Tucker.
Man, stop letting this dude dribble, man.
Picked up by Adams.
There ain't no point guard. Get that ball up.
Touched by the Thunder, so the Rockets hold on to the basketball.
You ain't no point guard. Stop letting the center inbound the ball like he a guard.
Paul against the former MVP. To Harden.
No. 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 No.
On the arc for three.
Let's go,
Still
y'all.
can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Paul George. Noel against Clint Capella. Westbrook. A shot rejected by Capella.
Foul.
Now ready with a couple
Foul.
of free throws.
No. I'll tell you. The team
Hi, in his face.
committing unnecessary reaching fouls like that will be the team that ends up with the L.
Steven Adams. Couple of free throws on the way. 56% for his career.
We're gonna play some 3v3 after this too.
And hits the first free throw.
One more, that's right. One more. Adam said I got one more I gotta hit for y'all.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second.
Now we can't let Uncle James, we cannot, that's one thing we cannot do.
Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
Turnovers like that at this point of the game are daggers. You can't afford to have empty possessions in the final 2 minutes.
Screen coming. George. Capella's on him. To Westbrook.
Let's
Tough
go.
looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Let's go.
Russell Westbrook
That's
is
the
the only
game
guy
right
stopping Russell Westbrook. And when he decides to put his head down and go to the rim, he's going to the rim. It's that easy.
Billy Donovan making some moves at this point in the game. Harden. And that's rebounded by Noel. And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
He didn't hit nothing.
That might have been a personal.
Has he scored? I don't think James Harden has scored this game.
You just injected a little life into your squad just when they needed it.
First one, count it.
Oh, and he got the Jordans on.
And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Picked up by the Thunder. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Knocks down the first.
Oh, yeah, you've been working on your craft.
connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Desperation shot here from half court. Good victory here.
We shut
for
James
the Thunder
Harden down.
as they get a good win on the road. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up.